The Lakota word for Oloan, the first song, sorry, is Oloan. People translate it modern ways as sing, but in the old ways, the wan, and kan were considered those things that were sacred. And there was a difference between the lower and the higher. The kan was the powers that we could cognate and hold and yield, and the wa or wakan were the above things that used to be kan. We used to cognize what was above as kan, personal, embodied. And so when we remembered that which is wakan is also kan. It is within, it is everything. It is something that we can cognize, and a lot of the ceremonies have been changed, influenced, and the teachings in so much fear of persecution, hidden for so long, that people have forgotten a lot of things. The Inipi, the sweat lodge, is not just a physical lodge, it is a universal cosmic lodge. That's why we have those ribs going across to correlate with all that is. All of the planets, all of that come together in that one ceremony. Just like the Chinupa, all things come together and we smoke as one. Aho, nataku ye oyasi. We are all relatives, we are all one. We cognize that through these ceremonies. When we remember what it truly means to be a spiritual being, we know, excuse me, I gotta chew my mouth on. Excuse me. But when we truly realize what it means to be one, to be awakened, to know, then we feel and we act in a different way. It's not always easy to cognate this and to live in this. This is why we have ceremonies, to remind us to walk in a sacred way. And as I said, is if everything is spirit, then everything is a spiritual experience. There's no physical and spiritual. It is all spiritual because we are spirit beings. Cognize, awaken, and control your reality. Or keep letting somebody else do it for you. Choice is yours. This next full moon is going to be the pretty much end point on this shift for a long time, many years to come, and many of those that are in darkness will die in darkness. They will ascend out of the body. They will not be able they will not be able to awaken during this cycle. They will lose their chance. We don't just awaken for us, we awaken for all of our ancestors. That's why we go through all these things that we do, so we can break those generational cycles that all of our ancestors in the spirit are still chained by. When we break those off ourselves, we don't just break those off ourselves, we break those, we break them off of our entire line. There is nothing singular. You are not a singular being. You are a point of consciousness in a bigger pool of consciousness. Excuse me, that's gross, but that's what it means to be human, man. We's gross. Ain't none of us perfect. None of us have all the answers. We all fuck up. But that's the beauty about being human beings, is we get back up, we dust ourselves off, and we keep fucking going. Because there's nothing else left to do but keep expanding. Still water stagnates. There must be movement in your energy. Even if it's internal, moving chi, working with your emotions, that's energy. Working with your shadow side, going through the underworld initiations, that's energy. There we go, that's better. But that's all it is. We are energy, vibration, frequency. bubbles within bubbles within bubbles of consciousness, and all those consciousness bubbles overlap. And they're all on multiple different vibrational timelines. And we cognize that and take hold that it is our thoughts, our actions, and our speech that dictates what our reality is. If we think that we have bad luck, we will have bad luck. If we think we're blessed, we will be blessed. And the gratitude that we show increases that blessing and that flow. Imagine that all of reality is a giant water container, like a big giant water silo. Your ability to tap into spirit is your spigot. How much of that comes into this reality depends on you and how much you're willing to get your ego out of the way and step aside, stop trying to manifest, stop trying to control, and allow things to be. And the only way that we do that is dissolve et coagula. Okay? Dissolve everything. Ignite your furnace, your phoenix cycles, the refiner's fire, whatever you want to call it. Burn off the dross. Reassemble who you are. That is what we call spiritual awakening. When you are aware, you take conscious control of your awakening. You don't just allow it to happen. So, if you imagine that all of reality is a big river, and you're just in this inner tube, this body, right, flowing down this river, if you stick your hand out behind you like a rudder, you can flow where you want through this river of reality. But you have to stick your rudder out there and risk it getting hit on a rock. It's going to hurt. But you stay the course. You know what to do.